Hey guys, my name is Zodiac and welcome to the beautiful town of Foolstown here, but it's not your normal episode. Today we're back checking out the mods. Now I've been looking at all the mods that you can kind of get in the game, and one has really stood out to me that I really want to see and want to test out in this city. Now I've got many problems in this city, but one of the big issues that I do suffer with, and I'm sure a lot of people do suffer with this as well, is the education. And it all comes down to the capacities. I, for the life of me, cannot satisfy the demand, the need, the capacity for elementary school. I can keep placing them down. I've got like elementary school, 4 elementary schools, 2 here, 2 there. I've got 2 here, and then you come over to here right now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I feel like it kind of needs rebalancing. I don't know. And with the sheer amount of people that are requiring elementary school education, it then completely drops down in terms of high school, but then starts to go back up for college and university. It's really weird. It's really weird. But I've since found a mod that we can utilize that will completely change everything. And I'm about to show it you right. So the mod in question is this one, the School Capacity Balancer. And what this actually does, it tweaks a few things. Now, it tweaks your elementary school and extension wings and upkeep are pretty much doubled. So you get double the capacity, but it's also double the upkeep. So it's like having 2 buildings in one. So without me doing anything, I can place this in and all of a sudden I've got double the capacity for elementary. Now, college, the extension wing capacity and upkeep are doubled as well. So it pretty much does the same thing. But it's not the college. It just says the college extension, not the actual building itself. And then for regular university capacity and upkeep are increased by 25%. Now this is interesting because in the city that I just showed you, it's only elementary, college and university that have the issue. And I like the fact that they don't even touch high school, is because high school is not even an issue in the game. I find that really hilarious. I really do. So you got to get the Beppin X kind of plugin as well, or extension or mod, if that's what you want to call it. And you got to use the Funder store to kind of implement this all in. I've got it enabled. I've got it all ready to go. So all I need to do right now is just load up the game and we'll see the issues change. So currently in City Skylines right now, you can now see these are my issues. These are my stats, my capacities, and it's now all with the installation of one mod about to change. And as you can see, my capacities have now increased. So my elementary has now doubled. My college has increased slightly. It's only the extensions that get doubled. And it is the university which increases by 25%, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is what the description said. So I like how the mod knows that high school's not an issue. And it's really weird for the game to even realize that high school is not really an issue. But everything's now increased. So if I take a look at some of my buildings right now, you should see some huge differences. So if I click on one of these buildings, which this was originally maxed out because the maximum capacity you can make a elementary school is 1,500. It's now got the 3,000 capacity. So this one must have not been fully maxed out. This one is completely maxed out. So is this one. So are these two and these two. So by pressing play and letting the game now simulate, we should see more people go to these elementary schools. Now the university, the medical university and the technical one, it said it doesn't affect. It's only the generic, basic, regular university. So that's increased my population right now, or student capacity I should say, to 3,500, which is really good. And the college also increases as well. We do have the extension wing on this, so you can see the capacity now goes up to 2,000, which is, it's a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. Now, it means a lot more people in this city can go to school. I do have a population of nearly 200,000 right now. So I don't know how much this is going to change. Oh, there we go. 1,501. So we've got 1 extra student so far. And 1. Oh, that's nice. And 5. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can we see any of them that increase a little bit higher than that? So we've now, it's like I've just now put down double the amount of schools. So they're now spoilt for choice in what school they can pretty much go to. And 1. I'm trying to see something that's kind of like gone a little bit higher than everything else. Oh, and 7. Nice. So whatever one has the most increase is obviously the area that is underutilized, if that's the best way to put it. But I don't think you're going to see anything go too crazy right now. That's and 6. 14. Interesting. 19. Okay, there we go. So the schooling system is going to have a big change right now. Obviously, we're struggling. Oh, then again, I think the college has just got a bunch more people going into it. Where's the colleges? I've got a college, university just here, which has got a fair few more people coming in. Obviously, my other college is just here. What have I got over here? Is that another? That's a high school, which does not reach its current capacities in general anyway. But it's weird to think that for some reason the game is like this. The only reason I'm having to install a mod to give me bigger capacities is because they are quite small capacities, and I feel like whenever they do decide to update the game and bring out the next DLC or content creator pack or whatever it may be, they need to really think about either rebalancing the schools or give us larger capacity schools. I feel like giving us large capacity schools would be a lot beneficial. Like in City Skylines 1, they eventually did implement like the taller buildings, the taller area, like the inner city schools, which had like a larger capacity. Because then it will kind of really help us. I've got the same amount of buildings right now, but with double capacity. It's kind of interesting to see, isn't it? Now, the long term, I don't know how this is going to affect things, because when it comes to my education needs and levels, I am well within what I am able to kind of do. So everybody is going to have the ability to now go to a school. So I'll try and fast forward. I'm at that stage in the game right now. I don't know if anybody else is like this, where I've got a reasonably sized city with a reasonable kind of population, and the game just then all of a sudden decides to slow down. It happened in City Skylines 1, but obviously in City Skylines 1 it happened around about your 70,000 mark. I started noticing in this one about 150 to 160,000, so it's like we got double the capacity of population we can have before the game slows down. But I feel like I haven't really built much of a city, even though it looks quite big. It's kind of weird to kind of see, isn't it? Now, these are definitely building up, looking pretty good. This one is now over 43 over its current capacity, which is interesting. So, by that logic, I could slowly start deleting some of the schools. I mean, might as well just keep them there. There's no need to do it. But I can slowly start deleting the schools because I now have the capacity to uphold it. So it gives me more space to do more building in general. That's over 14. That's over 1. So now I can get more people educated more often, which would hopefully give me the more chance of having someone graduate, which gives me more highly educated people, which I then start filling more of the highly educated job positions. It's a never-ending circle, right? But I'd like to know, what is the real reason that we don't get more people going to high school? Because you would think they all go to elementary school right now, and, you know, that's all jazzy, they graduate, all good. But why is it that we don't see them then passing down to high school? Is it because of my graduation times? Is it as soon as they become a teen, there's like only a year before they then become an adult? But then again, teens can also go to college. So as soon as they become, well, as soon as they graduate and they're in their teen phase, they're automatically going to college and university? I don't know. If anyone knows the real reasons behind that, I would love to know. Just let me know in the comment section down below. I really appreciate that. But other than that, that's just how it is. It's a very simple mod. It's a very effective mod. And it just gives us so much more breathing space to be able to kind of educate people in our cities. It really does, but it does terrify me, the fact that 3,000 people can go to these small buildings. Where was that really like one that's got a load of people in? 150 odd thousand. 150 odd thousand. 1,555. All the fives. Now, technically, this one's lost capacity. Or lost students. So that's interesting then. So my thought process would be, say if this one was overloaded and people from here wanted to go to that school, that was completely full, so they would have had to go to here. But now because this one's got more capacity, they're like, well, I don't need to go to this school no more. This one's within walking distance. I'll just go to this one instead. That's interesting. That is, yeah, starting seeing a couple of them losing the overflow that they once had, because other schools are now a little bit closer for them. That's kind of cool. So they understand that they need to shorten the distance to going to certain places. That's quite interesting. Now, these are in overloaded areas with kind of large capacities of population, so these are always going to be to their maximum. Now, this one wasn't fully to the top, and I don't think it will for quite some time, but even that one there's lost one student to its maximum capacity, what it previously was. Very interesting. Now, over time, we can only really kind of see what's going to happen, but for the most part, not too bad. Not too bad. Let me know in the comment section down below, boys. Is this a mod that you would use in your cities? Is it a mod that you feel like you actually need? And do you have the same issues with me where nobody wants to go to high school? I feel like they're skipping high school. But then again, if they skipped high school and went straight to college, you would have a huge demand for college. It's like once they get their elementary school education, they just don't want to know. They're like, that's it, I'm off to work down the mines. What is this, like the 1800s? What's going on here, boys? What's going on right now? I literally have no idea. But it's quite an interesting mod. Very interesting. It's probably something that I will utilize. But I can only see this mod being as useful as long as we don't get any new schools. I feel like as soon as the developers tweak the capacities, or if they implement new schools with larger capacities, then you might not need this mod as much. But then again, at the same time, if you're building like a 1 million population city, you're going to need all the help you can get. So, apologies for it only being such a short video, guys. I really wanted to kind of test out this mod and really see it. And I feel like this is a mod that is going to be essential. It's going to be essential until the developers give us a reason not to use it. So if you enjoyed this, smash the like button down below. If there's any mods that you're using that you think I should check out, again, let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.